and it's maintenance time, baby. So today we're gonna start off with something simple. A toilet. Yep. A toilet. So I came in and this happened. What the hell? Where's the leak? Oh, there it is. See that little leak over there? Let's take a look. Try to get the camera in there so you can really see what's going on. Where that leak is coming from. See the area where it's at. I can't really see up under there. There we go. There we go. Look at that. For starters, I can see there's no gasket up under there. So that's one. Let's do it one more time, just so you guys can see it clearly. What? Two. Alright, so first thing first, don't come up under here. Turn your water off. Turn your water off completely. Okay? That's your shut-off valve. Now, if you look in the top of the toilet, you can clearly see that little screw, that screw there, screw here. See? Front of your toilet. There you go. Now, we know that it's leaking from this side. So that most likely it's that screw there. Remember I showed you earlier, there was no gasket underneath. So we're going to have to replace that. Put a new gasket on. Put a couple of new gaskets on. New screws on. Whenever you're going to replace anything with the screws and the nuts and gaskets, I like to put all new stuff on. I don't like to put old washers on with the old washers on with the new screws, or the old nuts on with the new screws. No, I'm replacing everything. If the gasket looked terrible, I'm replacing it. Check this out. Look at this. See how bad that looked? Looks like it's paint in there and it's kind of brittle too, like as if you can't see it on camera, but when I touch it, I feel it. It's like, it feels bad. It feels real bad. So I like to replace that too. Since I'm going in, I might as well replace everything in there. Why not, right? Let's do it. See a flapper down there? That's ugly. Let's replace that as well. So first, we're going to fix the leak. Let's fix the leak first. And then everything else, we're going to replace. I call this guy Big Joe right here. See that? You got electric tape around the handle. This is old school right here. Look at that. So it's long enough to reach right on down in there and hit that screw. Look how long it is. See that? You want to get yourself a nice long screwdriver like that. Now, this never, ever works for me. Right? To where I could just come in, put the screwdriver in, put a pair of channel locks or some grips underneath to hold the nut so the whole screw won't turn. Because that's something you're going to have to do. So, let's see if I can get up under there. First thing you want to do, you shut off your valve, your supply line where all your water come in. We showed you that. Then you want to suction all this water out of here. Let's get this water out. So the water that's left over in there. And the way to do that, get yourself a nice little shop vac. In this line of work, you definitely want to get yourself a shop vac. Works wonders. Save you a lot of time and a lot of money. Okay, we on it. Now you come from the top and you take your screwdriver and you start twisting. Uh-oh. Wow, hold on. It's coming right off. Oh my gosh. That is a first. All my time working as a maintenance tech, that's never happened to me. Holy crap. You guys are good luck. Let's see. So, just gotta keep turning to get it all the way off. There we go. There's your nut. There's your washer. Something's missing. Look at that. No gasket. You got to do one thing. Disconnect your supply line. So, you can straddle your toilet like this, and you're just gonna pick it straight up. Whoop. Look at that. Everything comes right on out. They didn't put no gaskets on the actual screw itself. I don't understand how this toilet wasn't leaking at all this time. The people just moved out recently. So, wow, kudos to them. But you want to get rid of these old screws, just poke them out. You already unscrewed them. So poke them out, get them out of here. Make sure you wipe around the screw holes. Wipe everything off. There's no pieces of metal or plastic, anything there blocking the holes. Because what will happen is, once you put your new screws in, it might be a tiny piece of old metal there, and could cause the gasket not to sit flush. And what will happen is you'll get a leak again. So yeah, you want to wipe that off. Get your toilet, wipe your toilet off. Yeah, same thing. Just get it all nice and cleaned up. And again, this is a vacant unit, guys. The people tenants already moved out. So you know, it's okay if you dirty it up a little bit. Just clean up behind yourself. All right. This is your gasket. This is the old gasket. Some people say reuse it, but I never reuse this. Look at this. Look how old that looks. And you can clearly see it was pinched a little bit. So that can cause a leak as well. You don't want no pinches, no open holes, none of that. Alright? So we're going to chuck that. Where's my bucket? Boom. So now this is what it looks like underneath. When you have no, this is what it looks like under your toilet, basically. Under the toilet tank. Wipe that all off nice. All right. So, what we're going to need for this job is a new gasket. And these are cool because it comes with it's the whole set. Comes with the gasket, with the tank bolts. Look at that. So you don't even have to go anywhere else. You just use this right here. So let's crack that bad boy open. Look, it's the unboxing. of a gasket. All right. Get it open. Look at that. This is your brand new gasket. Ooh, looks so nice. Looks so nice. All right. Let's put that to the side. Now, you got your toilet bolts in here. Got some toilet bolts. Some new little mini screw gaskets. I don't know what you call them. We're gonna call them gaskets for now. And washers and bolts. Okay. So all you want to do is open the pack. Obviously, take your bolts out. Take all your stuff out of your pack. Two screws. Need to have 4 nuts. 2 screws, 4 nuts. Alright? Some people like to use the wing nuts. I hate using those because when you gotta replace them, they freaking suck. Oh, they gypped me on a gasket. Okay. Well, 3 washers. What the fuck kind of set is this? Alright. I got some extra ones, so we're going to use the 2 gaskets that came with the bolts. Got 4 washers here. Refine my old set. Washer. Rubber gasket. Slide it on. Make sure it's nice and flushed up there at the top. Nice. Just like that. So this side, the weird looking side, goes on the bowl. And you just gonna have to wiggle it on, you know. It'll go on there. Okay, so once you get your gasket on, this is how it's gonna look. It should be nice and flush. You can see that. There you go. Cool beans. We're gonna stick our screws in here. Oh, there's screws though. Look for those other screws. Forgot I left them in there. Alright. Just gonna stick your screws straight to the holes. No big deal. There we go. Make sure they're nice and flush. Pick your bowl up. And you're just gonna drop them right in the hole. Make sure everything goes line up. You can't miss it. Everything goes right in. There we go. Oh, you know what? Before you do that, I almost forgot. Let's pull that off. So now, on the bottom, we get another rubber washer. Alright. You're gonna go. Remember, you want the rubber to touch the toilet, not the metal. So just remember it like that. Only the rubber should be touching the toilet. Gasket, washer. Put a nut on. Nut. right on. Take your screwdriver and your grips or pliers. Roll that side. Take a screwdriver, stick it in, and screw it down. Let's get it nice and tight, but not to the point that it'll crack. All right, so we got it in there. So you got your little rocky action going on. So it's only rocking now because you didn't put the rest of the bolts on yet. So now let's do that. So now it's just underneath. Let's see if we can get a good angle. Yeah, up in there. Metal washer. And then, look. You're just gonna screw that on there. That's how it should look. And we're gonna tighten it up. You tighten it one side a little bit. So you take your grips. Yeah. Tighten. Make sure you hold down on the top of the bowl. You know, you lean down on the top of the bowl a little bit. Just so that you get a nice snug fit. But don't tighten it all the way yet. Just do it a little bit on this side, and then you go over to the next side. And then once you have them both completely on, then that's when you want to tighten everything down completely. Okay, once you got it nice and tight, everything all checked out. There's no rocky. Oh, look how dirty it is under there. That's all from inside the toilet. I'm gonna have to clean that off now. But everything nice and tight. Check your supply line. That's nice and tight because I never took that off. I took it out from the wall. So that's where I took it out from. So now you're just going to reach your supply line, go right in, tighten it back up. It should go right back on, no problem. Screw it. Screw it as much as you can with your hand, and you take your channel locks, get it nice and snug. Be careful not to turn your water back on by mistake. You have all the water coming out, dripping everywhere. Make sure it's nice and tight. I told you guys, once we fix the leak, then we're going to change out a couple of other things. Alright, so we took off the old flapper. Sorry I wasn't recording. I forgot to hit the record button. But we took off the old flapper, and we're going to replace it with the new one. So now, if I just play this in reverse, you'll be able to see exactly what I did. But check this out. So you're gonna take this little hook down there, just gonna hook it right on. Boom. Let's see if we get the other one. Boom. Bam. Wham. Bam. Thank you. Bam. So I would change the stick out, but I don't have any more right now, so we're gonna hold off on that. Again, this is a vacant unit, so we really don't have to worry about it yet. Now I'm gonna take my chain, And there's little holes on here. Just gotta find the hole and hook it right in.